What is going on YouTube? My name is Bankrupt. Thank you for tuning in. And today we got another matchup. It is SS4 Vegito taking on full-size power Son Goku. Like always, there's buttons down below. Feel free to click them there for a reason. But let's get into it. We actually haven't seen full-size power Son Goku in a while. So just as a quick recap, Auto on the front side, when this card attacks a leader card, you may choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. If you do so, draw one card, which is pretty cool. It helps you get down to that self-awakening because this is when your life is 4 or less, choose up to 2 of your energy, switch them to active mode, and then flip this card over. So you do need to get down to 4 or less life. Now there are cards that have been released since this leader's come out that kind of helps you awaken earlier, and we will see that this match, we'll talk about when we get there. SS4 Vegito has an alternative awaken when you get the Z-Unison on board. Pretty awesome. Front side, when you combo a Xeno Goku or Xeno Vegeta, you get to burst one, draw one card. Yeah, fun stuff. And on the awaken side, when you attack with the Z-Unison or a card with Union skill, you get to draw one card, and the attacking or blocking card gets additional 5k, and it's a once per turn auto. So we're starting out with the 18 play, which is kind of like a searcher. Helps you find the pieces you need to find, or just find super combos like we're seeing right now, which is actually always the best way of searching for, if you're searching for a card target, in my opinion, unless it's like keyed to the engine, look for a super combo. It's probably the best thing you could always find. So we're getting the attack off Goku, taking the life to get draw one card, and then comboing a card off here. We didn't see a combo coming from the SS4 player. You know, kind of imagine trying to set that up. Maybe their hand has pieces they can't combo or don't want to combo right now. So it is SS4 player's turn. Let's see what they do. Starting with the attack. Paying one, cracking space. I'm giving it, I think, plus 15k in double strike. Comboing the Goku off. There's going to be a slight misplay here. The player will just draw a card. They do need to burst one first, unfortunately. But that's pretty much it for their turn. So I guess they really didn't have much of an option when it came to, comboing cards off earlier. Kind of possibly put them on a back step. They don't get to utilize the Unison this turn. They have to wait to the following turn to do that now. 18 back on the board again, getting another search off. And here's the Son Goku I was talking about earlier. So Son Goku, a sign of strength. It came from the expansion deck box anniversary from last year. Now, pretty much if your leader's backside's full size power Son Goku, it's a 1 cost, which is great. And it has a auto when you play this card, draw 1 card, and during that turn, your leader can activate Awaken even if they're at 6 or less life. So here's we got the Awaken off already because of this card. It's a very, this was very nice for this engine. It allowed you to get that early Awaken as soon as possible. And then also when this card attacks, you can use 1 green card with 5,000 combo power from your drop and combo skills negate it for the turn. Additionally, if you have 3 more energy, it gets plus 5,000 power until the end of your opponent's turn as well. Kind of keeping it alive a little bit longer. So we're seeing the SS4 player kind of taking damage, getting the Goku to swing here, getting that combo off. And yeah, taking another damage, going down to 5 life. Now we're kind of tied up when it comes to life. The Goku player does have a battle card on board as right now. Looks like we're going through a Z deck right now. They do have full energy. They could play a Z card if they wanted to this turn. They could play any card right now. But it looks like they are passing the turn here. Paying 2 energy, we're getting the Z-Unison out on board, which just allows the SS4 player to kind of go ahead and awaken now, and then from here on out, kind of to benefit more of the utility of this card. It is another thing. You could have possibly attacked first and then awakened mid-attack. That way you could have gotten the combo off the front side. We are swinging the leader here. And we got a negate blocker. Swing of the Unison here. This will proc the leader's effect, which will it'll also proc both the leader effect and the Unison effect, but there's no cards in the warp for it to benefit off of. So we got an overwhelm hitting the board. The promo, it's a nice promo. I still need to get a couple more. But on attack, if I recall correctly, it will be able to combo a card. I think it's from the warp. Wait for a negate to be called. And so we are seeing negate. Uneasing awakening rage. Oh, and they did pitch the card to kind of put that floodgate effect there. And here we're getting that combo off because of the auto. Placing it into the Z energy. Which I think he ended up actually changing his mind, putting his drop. Yeah, there it is. It's one of those things where you have to set up your Z deck. Like, so you have to set up your drop in order to play other cards. But that was a pass going into the Goku player's turn now with 3 open energy with a energy marker. There's a couple of possibilities here. We do see they do run the promos from last set engine as well. Swing with the leader here. It looks like it might go into actual combo. Yeah, getting the auto draw here, going to combo step. And truth be told, I feel like the SS4 player should probably just take the damage, go down to 4 life. Now super combos are active. Debating on comboing? Yep, it just ended up taking it, yeah. I think that's what I would have done as well in that situation. It depends on the matchup. Sometimes like going down to 4 life, it's like that moment. Okay, yeah, go down to 3 life works just the same. You now have a blocker on board. Paying 2 energy. For Son Goku and Gohan, father-son solidarity. It's a good card for 2 energy. On attack, he will pop a card ignoring barrier. And then your opponent has to place 1 card from your hand to drop. A little hand control action going on here. We are paying 1 for petrification, which means the auto will not go off. Which, good. I mean, it's one of those cards that, like, in the moment, it's like, oh, this is the right time. Yeah, bam. Because, like, if he didn't have that, he wouldn't have a blocker because it would have got popped. He would have discarded a card from his hand, and then he's in threat of a 35k double strike at him with only 3 life. It is the SS4 player's turn now. They're doing the charge steps. See what they end up charging. I know there's a glare in the side. It's kind of hard to see some of the things they're charging. Oh, they charged an SS4 Vegito earlier. Didn't see that one. Checking the warp. See what's in the drop. Getting a swing of the leader here. And another uneasing awakening rage. Good old floodgate. Don't think I went over the true details of this card, but additionally, if you have 4 or less life, you may discard 1 card from your hand. If you do, your opponent can't attack for a turn unless they add 1 card from their hand to their Z energy. Which, depending on what you play in your Z energy, could be beneficial. But also, I don't know how many cards he currently has in his hand. So it's one of those things, depending on what you got, is it worth pushing? And here we're getting an attack out, so we did get a Z charge going on. Using the auto on the Unison to kind of put cards underneath it, which is really strong. That should have also given a draw and a +1 marker as well from, not +1 marker, but +5k from the leader. And we're getting a couple additional combos here. Combo pretty heavy, getting another 3 life. We are paying 1 overwhelm for SS Bardock, the Tenacious, which is a very interesting one to play. What it pretty much does is kind of a floodgate as well. But when you play this card using overwhelm, your opponent can only attack with battle cards once during their next turn. And it looks like we're pulling cards from the warp. Yeah, most likely playing his Thwarting. Yeah. Such a good card. On attack, we'll get rid of a card as well. And also, like, Goku player is tapped out. So, like, if they have a negate, they're going to have to burn the energy marker for it. This is a double strike. I think this is 25k. Coming up to 30. Yeah, burning the energy marker, EDK, very nice. And to randomly get rid of a card from the opponent's hand. Oh, another SS4 Vegito. That must hurt. I mean, yeah, you're trying to bait on negate. That would have been really great to possibly play that. But once again, I don't know how many cards was left in his hand. That could have been the last card. He could have one more card. We don't know. But that was a pass going back into the Goku's turn. Getting the Kaioken Goku to hit the board. And we're following up with a counterplay. SS4 Goku, SS4 Vegeta, striking a weak point. It is a burst 2 to get its full counterplay ability off, but what it does do, it gives the leader plus 5k power for the turn. But additionally, if you burst the 2 cards, you draw 1 card and then add 1 card from your hand to your Z energy and choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 5 or less and send it to his under warp. So I don't think he did that part, because Kraken Space Time is still on top of his Z deck. I do not know if he actually Z-charged a card for that. Here we are attacking with the Goku, getting that combo off as well. And keep in mind, this card is crit. I always forget about that, actually. So, yeah, must not have much in his hand then. Look at the Z deck. Got open energy for it. You got plenty of Z cards. Got plenty of Z energy. You do have the options of playing a card here, but Bardock Tenacious is still in effect, so we're swinging with the leader here. And as a reminder, like, the SS4 Vegito player needs to remember that full-size power has an interesting permanent. If your opponent has 4 more battle cards in play, this card attack can't be negated. And then when this card attacks, your opponent has 4 more battle cards in play. This card gains quadruple strike for the duration of the turn. So you got to kind of keep your board very light without going too heavy with pressure. But it looks like the Goku player is kind of still taking care of cards anyways. They knew they couldn't get the game that round, so getting rid of cards helps them survive another turn. I think depending on the hand size, probably no charge there. Overwhelming Goku gets a draw here. This is a crit if correct. And we are swinging to lead. And he is a 20k crit, so. Super comboing out the attack, yeah. Swing of the Unison here. We'll proc all the effects, put cards underneath it. Give it plus 5k, get another draw from the leader. Making this attack 20k right now. And it looks like they took it going down 2 life. Now, there is more than 2 cards underneath. The Z-Unison, I think what would be smart here is activating the main to put a card in the drop to draw 1 card. Just kind of seeing newer things to your hand. Swinging the leader, which doesn't get you a draw, unfortunately. We are swinging to lead. Paying 1 for EDK. And only have 2 options. Ooh, that must hurt. I mean, he's already overrun for this turn, so that Vegeta didn't come in too much. It would have been nice to see it probably a little bit earlier, though. It's like he's checking the Z deck here. There are plenty of options here. It just depends on what you got going on. One of my favorites is the Majin Buu for 1 Z energy, and then you use another Z energy to kind of make it 25k, and you get to eat cards. Or in this case, SS4 Goku, very good because you could pitch 10 cards, I think, between your drop and warp, and it gains 10k in double strike. So I think in a second we're going to see him go through his cards to kind of remove stuff. Yeah, here it goes. Now it looks like the Goku player has still like 4 or 5 cards left in the hand. We do know that the SS4 player only has like 1 card. So there isn't a lot of options when it comes to this attack. Now you still have the leader's ability to combo 2 cards underneath the Z-Unison. And like I said, I would recommend using the Z-Unison to activate main first, but we're going straight into the attack instead, unfortunately. Getting a combo here, using the leader's ability, yeah. I think it brings it up to like 40k right now. The super combo up to 25. 35. Yeah, having 2 super combos off the bat is really strong. And there's, yeah, getting out of that attack. Like, we actually haven't seen any super combos come from the SS4 player this game. So I'm wondering, like, would that made a difference just pitching a card to draw a card? But that is a pass, and that's pretty much game. They have no cards in hand. Swing of the leader. So, yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for tuning in, and that's it. Bye.